Welcome to Supporting and Reporting That Narrative That's Imperative podcast. I am your host, Char, and I would like to personally invite you to please take a moment and subscribe below so you can receive notifications when new uplifting, amazing episodes become available. And also please feel free to chime in below. Your comments are welcome and appreciated. And I so graciously thank you for your support. So I'm a believer that there's something that can be learned from every situation, whether if it's something not to do or something we all can apply in our lives. So in the news, no matter where we were, we all have heard about the Jussie Smollett pending situation. But before I begin, I feel the need to give my disclaimer. I would like to be perfectly clear that this is a non-judgmental platform, and I will only take the position of uplifting and encouraging. And I am a strong believer that I am no one's judge or jury. But as I watch this unfold, his conviction, his sentencing, his speech at his sentencing, to his release awaiting his appeal, all the different news outlets reported. A lot of celebrities even chimed in. I had what Oprah calls an aha moment. I saw an example of speaking something into fruition, an example of manifestation right before my very own eyes. I began to wonder about his strong determination to his personal perspective and his opinion, his persistence, and how he got the results he wanted because he was released. And I was in complete awe because I wondered if you and I, if we could only be this determined, this driven about our own dreams and desires, if we could only be this persistent and passionate about our own goals, not taking no for an answer. I just wondered how far could we all be, how accomplished, how many dreams could be achieved, how many more authors, creators, inventors, artists, business and homeowners would there be? I heard Les Brown say once that the cemetery is the richest place on earth because it's where you'll find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled. You see, I only want to inspire and offer a different perspective. I only want to give hope and help push all of us, including myself, to be better, to do better by ourselves, and to get to a better place. There is no time for being okay with being unfulfilled. We have to stop wasting time settling and existing. It's time to dream bigger than ever before. It's time to believe in ourselves more than ever before. But most importantly, it's time to do something. It's time to pursue. We must believe without a shadow of a doubt that being ordinary and basic is never an option. Every time I think about not being typical, I think about the Colonel Sanders story, the creator of KFC. I read that he was 40 when he started pursuing his dream. And it wasn't until after he was 60 that he became a millionaire. So that's around 20 years later. And he never gave up. He stayed with his dream. He perfected and mastered his craft. I also read about how his wife left him during this time. But he didn't give up or give in. He kept going no matter what happened during that 20 years. No matter who left or who stayed or who supported or who believed in his vision, he kept going. His story reminds me of being a parent and the similarities. It starts off like an infant baby. You just won't let anyone get close to your child or hold your newborn baby. The same way we can't just let anyone get close or hold our dreams. The same way we have to feed, protect, and nurture a baby. We have to do the same with our dreams. The same way a baby doesn't speak And we have to figure out what they need and what they want and make decisions for them. Our dreams sometimes don't speak to us. And it's up to us to make the best decisions for them as well. We have to keep our dreams close sometimes until they manifest. Just like we keep our children close until they get older and become self-sufficient. And visualizing this analogy, my TT came to mind. How she had a dream of becoming a homeowner and how she really didn't share it with anyone until it manifested. And she told everybody. But every day we spoke, she said over and over, my God has 4 walls and a roof with my name on it, paid in full. And she said it over and over and over. If I can count how many times she said it, it had to be a few million. I walked this journey with her. And sometimes she got frustrated, even discouraged. But I saw her shake it off. And she kept pushing. She kept going. I can remember calling her and I would say, hey, TT, how you? What you up to? And she would say, I'm standing on God's promise. Then she repeat how there's 4 walls and a roof with her name on it, paid in full. And yes, I got to see her Creator's promise manifested. She became a homeowner, and yes, it was paid in full. And remembering this very moment, I began to realize how many of us that have opportunities of a lifetime at our fingertips, at our disposal, to go further than anyone could have ever dreamed or imagined, to accomplish the things that was never thought possible. We can do and become the impossible. We can reach the unattainable only if we do the work. You see, the truth about success, that it's only 10% of what happens to us. The other 90% is all on us. It's how we react. That 90% consists of doing the work and being driven, being determined, being persistent and passionate, not accepting anything but the best for ourselves. You see, when I sit back and I look at the big picture, we owe it to ourselves. Back in the day, when it came to success, we used to say how we have to be driven and how we got to be hungry. But in today's era, the saying has been taken to a whole new level. Nowadays, we have to be starving. I mean famished. Excuse my grammar, but it don't matter who tells us no or how many no's we get or what doesn't work out the way we want it to. It's okay. We must keep on. We must keep going. No matter what, we can't allow anything to stand in our way. We must believe that we deserve what we dream and desire. And never take no for an answer. It don't matter who don't believe in us. It's okay. Trust me. The only thing that matters is if we believe. In due time, trust me, they'll see. Every time I think about my TT, I say to myself, yup, they'll see. Every time I pass by a KFC, I say to myself, yeah, they'll see. We must speak life into and over ourselves. We must only speak positivity about ourselves. And after any time we say anything about ourselves and we say I, only allow amazing words to follow. We only must state what we love about ourselves, how beautiful we are, that we are succeeding in our endeavors. We must speak life into and over our existence and dreams. We have to look ourselves in the mirror and assure ourselves that we can, we are, and we must make it. We have to adapt the mentality that giving up is never an option. We have to take on the understanding that if we never fall down, we wouldn't know how to get up. It's the same as if we learned how to ride a bike. We took our time and got our balance. No matter how many times we failed, we got up, brushed ourselves off, and kept going. It's all okay. It's okay, and it was meant for our good. It was meant for our growth. The more we fall, the more we learn how to get up. We learn what not to do, what could be done differently, what needs to be improved. It's all for our betterment. We are breaking barriers. We are leaving legacies. Our ancestors and elders are so proud of us. We are going further than anyone could have ever imagined. The same way I reflect on my TT's story and could pull from her demonstration and her legacy, someday we will inspire generations. Our amazing stories and success, we will leave a legacy that will last forever. It's imperative that we trust the process. Quitting never was good to anyone, nor did it ever get anyone anywhere. You see, over the past few weeks, we have been stabilizing and building our foundation. With all the different podcasts, from loving ourselves to forgiving ourselves to there is no room. Feel free to go back and listen to all the different podcasts. And please subscribe so you can join and be a part of the journey of going from progress to success. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing, and have an amazing week.